Welcome back. I'm Marcus, and today we're talking about something that I think a lot of traders in the Monad ecosystem have been watching closely. What happens to Pingu traders now that Pingu is closing? LeverUp just announced a welcome program specifically for the Pingu community, and I have James from the LeverUp team here to walk us through what's actually on the table. James, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Marcus. Good to be here.
Let's just get into it. Pingu is shutting down. That's a real loss for a portion of the Monad Perps community. What was LeverUp's thinking when putting this program together?
Yeah, I want to be clear up front. Respect to the Pingu team. Building a perps exchange is genuinely hard, and they put in real work. For their community, this is a disruption. Traders who built habits around Pingu, who have history there, they now have to figure out where to go next. We saw that and wanted to make the transition as straightforward as possible. The Pingu Trader Welcome Program is our way of saying, come trade, and we'll cover a meaningful portion of your fees for the first month.
So let's talk specifics. What is the actual rebate?
The rebate is 50% of trading fees, capped at $5,000 per qualified wallet over a one-month campaign period. At the end of the campaign, rebates are calculated and distributed to qualifying wallets. No action required on the trader's side beyond just trading.
That's a pretty significant cap. $5,000 per wallet. Who is this realistically for? Is this a retail-level program or is it targeting higher-volume traders?
Both, honestly. The 50% rebate structure works at any volume. If you're paying $200 in fees over the month, you get $100 back. If you're paying $8,000 in fees, you get back $4,000. You'd hit the cap before you exhaust the math, but it still represents real money. The $5,000 ceiling is there because this is a welcome program, not an indefinite subsidy, but it's a ceiling that gives serious traders a meaningful incentive to come through and actually put in volume.
Okay, who actually qualifies? I've seen some campaigns where the eligibility criteria are vague or require a bunch of hoops.
There are no hoops here. Eligibility is on-chain and verified automatically. There are two groups, any wallet with trading history on Pingu and any LeveUp wallet that was active before May 31st. Connect your wallet on LeveUp and the system checks against on-chain history. That's it. No form to fill out. No support ticket to submit. No migration flow to complete.
No application at all.
None. Your wallet history is the application.
That's clean. Let me ask about the mechanics of getting started then. Walk me through it from a Pingu trader's perspective, someone who's never touched LeverUp before.
Step 1. Go to LeveUp and connect the wallet they used on Pingu. The eligibility check runs automatically in the background against on-chain history. Step 2. Trade. That's the entire onboarding process. The rebates accrue across the campaign duration and settle after the campaign ends. Traders don't need to claim anything separately. It just comes back to the wallet.
Let's talk about the platforms themselves. I think some Pingu traders are going to want to understand what they're actually moving to. How would you describe LeverUp for someone who hasn't used it?
LeverUp is a perpetuals exchange on Monad. The core architecture uses what we call a protocol-managed virtual liquidity system, trades reference Oracle-referenced pricing, and execution, settlement, and risk management are all handled at the protocol layer. There's no external LP pool that traders are trading against. The protocol manages that layer directly.
What does that mean practically for a trader coming from Pingu?
The practical impact is on what's available to trade and at what leverage. LeveUp supports BTC, ETH, and other major pairs with up to 100x leverage. On the structural side, because liquidity isn't sourced from an external pool, position sizing scales with protocol risk parameters rather than with the depth of an LP pool at any given moment. For most traders, the day-to-day experience is open a position, manage it, close it. The mechanics underneath are designed to keep that experience consistent.
You mentioned Oracle-referenced pricing. Can you unpack that a bit for folks who might not be familiar?
Sure, pricing on LeveruP is referenced to external Oracle feeds rather than derived from an on-chain order book or AMM curve. So when you're opening a position, the price you're trading at is tied to the Oracle price for that asset. That approach helps reduce pricing latency risk and the kind of stale pricing issues that can create problems for traders during volatile markets. It's worth noting that Pingu also used Oracle-based pricing, so this part of the model won't feel foreign to traders coming from there.
What about the monad side of things? Is there anything about running on monad specifically that matters to a trader evaluating this?
Monad's throughput and low latency are relevant for perps exchange specifically because of how time-sensitive trading operations are. Liquidation processing, position updates, order execution, these all benefit from a chain that can handle high transaction volume without congestion degrading the experience. For traders who have been on Monad with Pingu, they're already in that environment. LeveruP is building in the same ecosystem.
Let me ask a more pointed question. Some Pingu traders might have loyalty to that community, to that product. Is there anything you'd say to someone who's on the fence, not about the rebate math, but about whether LeverUp is the right place for them?
I'd say come trade and see for yourself. The rebate program is there to reduce the friction of trying something new. The best argument we can make is the experience of actually using the platform. We're not asking anyone to commit to anything. Trade for a month, earn back half your fees, and decide based on how it feels. If LeveUp works for you, great. If not, you've lost nothing. You've actually gotten money back.
That's a fair answer. One more practical question. Is there a time limit on getting set up? Like, if someone hears this and wants to take advantage of the program, what's the window?
The campaign is 1 month. I'd encourage anyone who's interested to connect their wallets sooner rather than later, so the full campaign duration counts toward their rebates. The earlier you start trading within the campaign window, the more of that 50% rebate you can actually accumulate.
And just to confirm, settlement happens after the campaign ends.
Correct, rebates are calculated and distributed after the campaign period closes, so traders don't see it in real time, but the accounting is running throughout. At the end, what's owed goes to the wallet.
James, this has been genuinely useful. I think for Pingu traders trying to figure out their next move, this program gives them a real reason to try LeverUp without having to take the full fee risk in the first month. Thanks for walking us through it.
Thanks, Marcus. And to the Pingu community, we know this isn't the transition anyone wanted, but the door is open and we hope to earn your trust on the platform.
That's it for today. If you're a Pingu trader or just someone looking at monad perps, you can find LeverUp at leverup.xyz. Check the eligibility, connect your wallet, and see if the numbers work for you. We'll link the original announcement in the show notes. Until next time.